Thank you for visiting our channel. In this video, we're going to talk about our quick and easy methods for cleaning, detangling, moisturizing, and styling your child's hair. We're going to visit one of California's best hair care professionals to consult about hair growth, hair health, and an overall hair care routine great for kids and adults. So sit back and enjoy. So I tried letting Ai's hair grow natural, wild, and free, but it's so tightly curled and it's so hard to detangle and style that we had to come up with a routine to manage it. She loves having her hair styled and I wanted to grow in a natural way. So we did a lot of research and there's a ton of information out there, but everybody's hairstyle is different. So it's hard to know what information applies to your child's hair. People talk about hair density, hair porosity, the morphology of your hair, whether you live in a humid climate or a dry climate, whether you have hard water or soft water, and so on. But our goal is simply for it to look nice and be healthy with as little work as possible. So what we've come up with is a routine based on trial and error, and we think it works in most applications and are going to share it with you. I am by no means a professional, so later on in the video we will consult a professional and find out what she has to say about our routine and about a good healthcare regimen for your hair. You ready, Ai? So the first step is getting her hair clean. You can shampoo it, but shampoo tends to be very drying. So we do what's called a co-wash method, which is just to use conditioner to wash her hair. You just wet the hair, add the conditioner, let it sit for a while, and rinse it out. I detangle it during the process while it's conditioned because it's easier to do when it's all lubed up like that. We have a conditioner which is specifically used for co-wash. I'm not recommending any specific product over another, but since we started using this, her hair is a lot easier to detangle. You get it wet. Add the conditioner, massage it in, and start the detangling process. So I use one of these plastic detangling brushes. It's very soft.
Take it off.
Yeah, we're going to take it off just a minute. Okay. And this is kind of the first step in detangling. We're going to detangle again later after the shower. But this helps work the conditioner in, get any loose hairs or dirt out of her hair, and get it clean. Once it's nice and worked in, I let it stay in for the duration of her bath and then rinse it out. Leaving her hair damp, we will move on to the next step. The next step is, while it's still wet from the bath, to moisturize, which we do with a little bit of oil and a little bit of leave-in conditioner. Just add a little bit of oil, massage it in, and then the leave-in conditioner. Her hair tends to suck it up, so I use quite a bit. Then once we get oil and leave-in conditioner fairly coating her hair, we can start the detangling process. We have this comb, which is a seamless hand-carved comb. Doesn't have the seam. A lot of combs are formed in a plastic mold with two halves which form a sharp seam in between this, and that tends to cut into the hair. But this one, it's very smooth in between the teeth. And it starts out with a big gap here, so you can work on the bigger tangles and then work towards the finer teeth with the smaller gap in order to finish up and do the final touches of detangling. It's nice and lubricated with the oil and leave-in conditioner, so we start detangling on the ends. Just do it gently. I should start on the bigger side. Hold the base while you detangle it so you don't pull any hairs out of her head or cause any sort of stress to the hair follicles or scalp. The first time when we were doing this routine, after not having done it for a while, it was very tangled and it was a lot harder to detangle. But now that we have been doing it regularly, it makes it a lot easier, which actually saves us time in the long run. And now I'll just switch to the finer teeth in there, so. Now that it's nice and detangled and moisturized, we can start to style it. And in styling it, we can detangle it even further. So now it's really easy to style because most of the work is already done. So I'm just going to do a simple part. Avoid stressing the scalp and hair as much as possible and make it easy for the next day. So tomorrow we have to do it again. We have to give her a bath, we have to moisturize, we have to detangle it, and we have to style it. So doing this today makes it ready for tomorrow and the next day and the next day. Right. I just do a simple part, maybe leave out some hair for a twist. And you don't want to make it too tight to avoid stressing the hair and scalp. So it's still a little bit loose. And if you want to, you can further detangle it. And you can stop there or even add some simple twists. We usually do her hair care regimen at night, so she goes to bed soon after. And in order to keep her hair moisturized through the night, she wears this sweet satin-lined nighttime hair bonnet. Yeah. Cartoon. Yeah. Cartoon? Okay. So that's pretty much it. Pretty simple. Wash, moisturize, detangle, and style. Do that every day. You'll save some time and have a nice look and a healthy head of hair. But don't take my word for it. Next up, we're going to consult a professional and see what she has to say about our routine and growth and style and look. Okay? All done? Okay. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. I went on Yelp.com and searched for the best African American hair salon in my area. After scrolling past the ads, we see the #1 salon in the search results is the Premier One-on-One Salon. There are a ton of rave reviews about the professional results people experienced here, so we called to make an appointment with LaTanya. She's very popular, so it's important to book in advance. A few days later, we headed on down for our professional consultation.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how are you?
LaTanya?
Yes, LaTanya, nice to meet you.
This is Ayala.
Hi, Ayala. You're not saying bye-bye, we're saying hello.
There's your chair for you.
Yeah, you ready?
Yeah.
You all ready? Okay. You're doing a great job, honestly, just, you know, by feeling what's going on with her hair, because it does require a lot of moisture.
Yeah.
I would probably say in like another year to trim her. There's no need right now.
Okay.
Yeah. No, because you're doing good. It'd be different if her hair was really, really dry. But you're, like I said, you guys are doing a really good job on maintaining the moisture balance and keeping her hair hydrated. So yeah, there's no need to do that right now. You have to cleanse at least once. Once a week or once every 2 weeks. The reason for that, when you tend to use these co-wash products, they tend to build up on the scalp. And what that can potentially do is clog the follicle and kind of interfere with growth. The shampoo cleanses, there's, you know, a lot of people, they're against the sulfates and stuff like that, but there's no such thing as always using sulfate-free shampoo, because there are good sulfates out there that help to cleanse the scalp. Shampoo is to focus to keep a clean area on the scalp to promote hair growth. Okay, so when a lot of these people are doing the co-washing, it feels good on the hair and it gives the illusion of, you know, detangling and feeling soft and everything, but it's not cleansing the scalp. And over time, if you keep doing this, you can interfere with growth, because up underneath, yes, it's just like your skin. You know, when your skin is oily and you tend to use all these oils and stuff, and if you never exfoliate or wash or whatnot, what's going to happen? It's going to build up, and then that's when breakouts occur. So the same thing can happen with the scalp. So you want to try to at least cleanse her scalp once a week if you don't shampoo daily. Even though she's 2, you just need to switch over to an adult product. There's
you think her hair is ready for that?
Oh yes, baby shampoos, they have a product that don't burn the eyes, but yet is drying to the hair, especially textured hair. And with her hair being curly, there's 2 factors. It's going to be extremely dry, and it's going to make it even more dry with that product. So with her, she needs a hydrating. So something with panthenol that's going to help to soften it, avocado, olive oil, you know, ingredients like that. I'm not a big fan on coconut oil all the time. You know, that's the in thing for natural hair. If you're not using like a steamer or a dryer of some sort, it's sitting on top of the hair and it doesn't penetrate. The molecular weight of that oil just sits on top. And again, it gives the illusion that it's doing something fabulous. So you need to be careful with different types of oils, and different types of oils tend to be carrier oils. So you really got to do your research. Like with jojoba oils, that's a little bit lighter, a lightweight oil, and it tends to penetrate a lot faster. I prefer that than the coconut oil, honestly. And then when you go to the coconut oil, there's so many different types, organic, inorganic, cooking, and you just got to really be careful with that because it can actually make the hair even more dry. Okay, so when you use a lot of the products, focus on the ends of her hair first. The hair closest to the scalp is gonna be okay because it's off of her natural oils. Okay, and with our hair, on the textured hair, it takes a long time for it to actually penetrate all the way down to the ends of her hair. So that's why I recommend you start at the ends of her hair and then kind of go down to the scalp. Stay away from trying to be sulfate free. There are good sulfates. Believe it or not, she has a lot of different texture in her hair. It may look like one, but it's not. You know, there's some areas that are really fine that feel really nice. And then like in the back, this is gonna be your troubled area, starting in the top crown to the nape. This is always going to be your dry areas and through here. So you got to really focus on these areas because the older she gets, you know, the density of the hair is going to be more pronounced, and then it's just going to get a little bit more difficult to try to maintain. But don't give up. Okay, she's going to go through that hormonal change and whatnot. Sounds like you're doing the right thing, but you do need to cleanse because there's no cleansing there. And you don't want to interfere with, you know, clogging all those follicles, even though she's a baby right now. You know, when she gets older, you do have to cleanse the scalp to help promote and keep a clean environment on her scalp. Depending on how the hair feels, I'll go with my silk essential oils and then a conditioner, or I'll start with a conditioner and then the oil. It just really depends on the time, you know, what the hair is doing. And then it depends on the season, because there's seasonal changes as well that you need to rotate your products around, not always do the same thing. Not always do the same thing because of the change. And then you got to keep in mind, we have very hard water here. I know. So you got to keep in mind with the products that you're using for that too. All you're missing is the shampoo, which is very important. So you're doing everything really good, but the most important, at least once a week, cleanser. Not every day, every other day, once a week, or you can even go 2 weeks, every 2 weeks. Right, like I said, the elements is really what plays a factor. If she's really, really dry, if you're feeling like at the end of the week that she's dry, don't shampoo her. Okay, you can do your little co-wash, but then probably at the beginning of the next week, go ahead and cleanse her and then reestablish everything all over again. Yeah. Good job. Daddy's doing very good. When you put in the products, kind of brush her hair up, like after her bath, whatever you do with your regimen, brush her hair, not just always comb it, because that helps to stimulate the scalp and helps promote growth as well.
Like a soft brush? Or?
Like a nylon boar bristle.
Okay, we have that.
A blend. 100% boar is too soft, nylon straight is too hard. So if you do the blend of the two, you'll get a good mixture, and then just kind of brush everything, and then, you know, when you get to the ends of her hair, they'll automatically curl up. And then that way you know that you've brushed everything into her hair instead of always combing it. So yeah, brushing, it helps to stimulate blood flow. Yeah. So I hope I answered all your questions.
I think you did.
Yeah.
You opened it.
You did a good job. High five? You know how to high five?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it again. High five? You like a little tap?
What about that?
Oh, you do daps too? Oh, that's a Cam Newton thing, huh?
Fist bump?
You like that too, fist bump? Oh, you are so cute. Yeah.
I learned so much from LaTanya, and my main takeaways are that we must wash our hair at least once a week or once every 2 weeks to unclog her hair follicles and promote growth. Ayela's hair has always felt a little short. It's never been cut, even though it's been growing for about 2 years, but hopefully we'll see some growth now. I also learned that the baby no-tear shampoos actually dry out the hair a lot more than the adult shampoos that are not tear-free. So I'm going to try one of the adult shampoos and just be very careful with her eyes so it doesn't get in her eyes and burn her. There are good sulfates and bad sulfates. I never really paid attention to that, and I'll continue not paying attention to that. Coconut oil isn't as good as other oils, and we're using jojoba oil right now to moisturize her hair. Although a lot of the products we use do have coconut oil in them, it's really not our main focus, so that's good information. We need to be aware of seasonal changes and rotate our products and hair care routine accordingly. We should brush our hair at night, which I'm going to start doing. And I might be being a bit lazy, ignoring such things as hard water and weather changes. But my method is trial and error, meaning I react to how her hair looks and feels and change it up accordingly, so it works out okay. I hope this video was useful for you. In another year or two, when her hair grows out some more, we'll make another video to show you how that's going. And I want to thank you for visiting our channel and thank LaTanya and the premier one-on-one hair salon. We'll see you next time.